If you're throwing a wedding or other large event in your home, you should know the skills needed for a successful event take more than just being a good cook or an imaginative decorator. Entertaining 70 to 100 people can be a daunting organizational task, and most experts I talk to recommended hiring an event planner, or at least consulting one, to guide you through the many hazards that could derail your party. So Marie Danielle, I think when people think about a large event, very often they would consider going outside to an event space. Why would you want to have a big party at home?
Having a party at home, for me, is one of the most intimate things you can do, is entertain in that space. So, 10 years down the road, you'll always have that home and remember all your memories that you created. When you look at the backyard, you'll always remember those little details. So really, it's much more intimate. So for all those reasons, I think it's a great place to start if you're going to have your event.
If we're having a big party, how early do we have to start planning?
I would say, generally speaking, clients who are hiring us usually are starting a lot earlier, say 8 months, 12 months out. As a homeowner, if you're going to be entertaining at home, I would say 6 months is a good time to start your planning. And some of the things you want to think about is the weather. Plan B always is very important. If you're going to be outdoors, think about your tent, and if it rains or it's very windy or inclement weather, period. Catering is going to be very important. Staffing is also going to be very important to the success of your event. That's the only way you're going to be able to have your party and enjoy it too. Because I've done it myself, where you're running around in the kitchen, the sangria went out, the glassware, we don't have enough glassware, and it's just too much where you can't really enjoy yourself. So.
Okay, so a tent, catering, food and alcohol, staffing. What about decorating?
Decorating, well, that's the fun part. 2 years ago, everything was just those big, abundant, towering centerpieces. Nowadays, the trend is more about the eclectic mix of cool things. From boxwood to succulents, all these natural, organic elements are very cool right now. So you could have easily replaced some of these things with parsley or herbs or lavender, and it still makes for a beautifully decorated table.
So as we're planning the party, how do you stay organized? What tools do you use to keep organized?
Well, one of the things I would think about would be permits. Permits are very important, especially, again, if you're entertaining at home, fire department really needs to sort of be involved in your plans, because there's going to be zoning codes and other things that are going to be very important that you want to make sure that they're okay with your plans.
And what about noise?
Noise ordinance is also very important, because every town's noise ordinance is a little different. So it's very important that you're checking with your town to make sure.
Where would we find that kind of information? On your city website?
Yes, you can. However, I would say the tent company you're hiring usually can help you maneuver through the process, and you don't want to just put up your tent and find out you're in conflict with the town. So you would want to definitely have your tent company get involved in helping you maneuver through that process.
Okay. Any final thoughts or last thoughts for our audience?
I would say, the most important thing when you're having a party is you're really celebrating something important in your family or an occasion that's important to you, whether it's a wedding or a birthday party. So in the end, the thing is you should have fun. I always tell my clients, this is what you do. You regroup. You've done all the planning. You're picking out all the elements, all the beautiful things. But then in the end, really, it's a celebration. So let's not lose the focus on that and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, so plan, and on the day, let it all go and have a good time.
Yes, that's right.
One last thing to consider is that hiring a professional might actually save you money in the long run. So have a consultation and see if together you can plan your dream event on a real-world budget.